Hello, welcome to Cooking with Cannabis. I'm your host, Dr. Tim. In this episode, we took some vegetable glycerin over a course of several months. And that's this episode I'm going to show you right now. And we're going to take that glycerin when we're done, and we're going to bring it over to Betty Crocker's house. And we're going to make some hard candy for cinnamon candy for Christmas. So enjoy the episode. All right, and this method was a very slow process, where we used about 8 grams of cannabis and we put it in this jar, and we barely covered it with the first month with the vegetable glycerin. Now the vegetable glycerin is a solvent that it's aggressive as far as stripping those cannabinoids out of the plant, but over time it loses its potency. So the slow process, every month what I've done is I've tagged the jar. When we started on 9/18, then on 10/18 I added some more vegetable glycerin, then I did again on 11/23. So it's been in the process now for 3 months. So it's a very slow process as far as stripping that all out. And what we did was we debocalized the cannabis before I added it into the jar. Remember how we debocalize it? We just take our cannabis, put it on a cookie sheet, and we bake it in the oven at 250 degrees for 25 minutes. That activates the THC on the plant. Then we put it in the jar, we added our vegetable glycerin, and each month we added a little bit more since the vegetable glycerin loses its potency after a couple of weeks. Okay, so I've got a pretty good basin here of paste. We're at the point now where we're ready to strain it. All right, so I've got my Pyrex dish under here, and I've got a cheesecloth I've doubled, also going through the wire mesh. So this will take a little while because it's like a syrup, so it'll take a while to strain out. This mixture or tincture, it's going to be pure infused with the THC, so we can use this for edibles. You can also use it to smoke in your e-cig. But this can be used in your gummies and edibles. Remember, the vegetable glycerin it's a sweet solvent, so you can use it in all kinds of cooking and foods. But it can also be used in your cigarette vapor, for smoking if you vape and so forth. The vape juice, e-cig juice. Alright, so we'll try and get this down best we can. Alright, and you can see it's coming out pretty clear. Alright. So we'll continue that process, and let me keep straightening this out and I'll get back with you. Okay, and here's our finished product. I put it in another jar, but that's what we got out of our vegetable glycerin, fully infused now, THC. So now we can use this to inject it in our cartridges for e-cig. It's a good e-cig juice. Or we can use this to infuse gummies and cooking. And so I thought what we'd do is we're going to take some of this and we'll go over to Betty Crocker's house and see if we can't put some of this into some holiday cinnamon hard rock candy. All right, we are making hard candy. We're going to use 3 1/4 cups of sugar.
3 3/4.
Oh, 3 3/4 cups sugar. Okay. 1 1/2 cups of light corn syrup. 1 cup of water, and then we'll put our flavorings in. Well, right now we're mixing it all on the countertop, and we'll bring it to a boil. Medium heat until all the sugar dissolves, and bring it to a boil. Yeah, mixing it all up so it dissolves. And bring it up to a boil. Alright, so the sugar now is all at a boil. We've got a thermometer in there, and it's a candy thermometer. We want to make sure that we do not go beyond the 310. Alright, the sugar will change color a bit, but real easy, I guess, to be done or overdone, so we want to monitor through the temperature. Okay, the temperature now is almost at the 310, and now we're just going to keep our eye on it before, and then we'll add the food coloring and the cinnamon oil, or the flavoring, and then we'll start pouring it down.
When you want it to kind of slow down a little bit in the boiling,
Yeah.
you add, this will clear out your sinuses, believe me.
All that cinnamon oil. Okay, that whole little jar.
Yeah. And you just do it till the color you want.
Oh yeah.
Add more or less food coloring till the shade you want. I'll just do one pan and you can
smell that cinnamon.
So I said it will
Yeah.
clean out your sinus. Okay, get ready. I'll just pour one pan and give it to you. Okay.
Pour this in here.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Mix that up real quick. All right, we poured our tincture in there. Now we'll just pour it out.
I'll let you pour it in.
Can I do it on this pan here?
Yeah, just make it thin. If it gets too much, put it. Okay.
Good?
Yeah, pour the rest in here.
How about what's in that? How about what's in this here? Can you take that? No spatula?
Spatula would might melt. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't do much about that.
Yeah, just set it over there.
All
I like to spread it out.
right.
That's thin. Thinner the better. So you want to spread yours out or take a picture of it. Now you got to
Spread it out then.
yeah. Because you want it thin. It's not near as good if it's too thick.
Okay.
And I'd say within a half hour you're done. It'll set up and you take your breast out by feeding it. Yeah. I just take something heavy.
Woo! Smell that cinnamon.
I take my little.
All right, we're back from Betty Crocker's house. We little shout out. Thank you for showing us how to make this hard candy. And we've got these two here that have been infused with THC, and this one is a plain. Okay. Now that they should be hard enough, all we got to do is just, get them to loosen up. It's a little hard. Could be the copper plant, but those would be nice too. So now we'll bag them all up, and we got some hard candy to travel with. These are pretty good. Excellent. Great holiday treat. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of How to Make Hard Candy and Infuse It for the holiday. Little shout out for our costumes by the Roofa, and a little shout out for our special guest, Betty Crocker. Thanks, and have a good holiday season.